What is going on, you guys? This is Bach the Rock, and today, guys, we are getting back into a bit of a new vid. So, first off, guys, you guys are probably wondering about the title. So I will fill you guys in on everything about it, but we're gonna start slow and steady. And second, you guys are probably wondering about the description and the vice versa. But give me one sec. I wanted to make sure my audio is coming into clear, so that way we can get things popping. And okay, so you guys are probably wondering. Oh, first, let me fix the glare there. So you guys are probably wondering about the title, about everything that's under the description. So, so what the reason for all that, guys, is first off, let's discuss the video. So a while back, I think I told you guys the incident. I did a video where I could try to redo the whole thing, where I could do separate parts for the whole Ramsey Khalid Ismail thing. But apparently, the one vid I did had up to 5 copyright claims in one setting. Now, as I explained in my previous video, what I ended up doing was I tried to erase musics, and basically there was a small segment that was pretty much copyrighted due to a South Korean news place. So the reason why I knew that is because I had to translate the portion right into what was going down. So there was that. So basically, what happened was with that portion, I literally had to delete the whole video because of the copyrights, because they wouldn't give me the option to erase the musics, and then the segment that I had, they wanted me to completely cut out. And it was like, yeah, no, I ain't doing that. I ain't monetizing for money. I'm just showing people what a fool he was. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. Well, I deleted the whole thing and I was going to restart the whole thing from scratch. Well, to fill you guys in, uh, one night I was doing the vid and I got a call from a buddy of mine. Now, stupid me, I thought I muted our conversation, and apparently it somehow got mixed into the live stream because I didn't hit the microphone. I hit the headset series, like the headset button, but I did not hit the microphone button that would take out the audio. So I had to delete that, and I'm going to try to go for it a third time. But I might do it at a later date so I can keep my brain organized. Plus, what I'm going to have to do is I am going to have to get the opportunity to message this South Korean news place and then explain to them the whole debacle. Because apparently, when Ramsey Khalid Ismail did his video, he put the he put the Korean news thing into the video. So if anybody looks at his video and he's looking at the thing, or somebody's looking at a video of him and then it clips over to that, they get a copyright strike. So there's that. Also, guys, what I'm throwing out here, earlier today, me and a family member, we was watching an ABC show called Castle. Now, if you guys ever saw it, it's like a murder mystery kind of deal. And basically, some of it just kind of gave me an itching theory in my head here. So I looked back at the footage from Legal Mindset because something seemed off with me. So if you guys don't remember, it was the incident back on October 20. October 26th of 24. And if you guys don't remember, that was when Hank, Ramsey, Khalid Ismail, and Gino, all three of them were going towards the ABC Pizzeria. So here's the questions that's been bugging me. The first question is kind of like writing a novel, is the who, what, where, when, and why. We know the who, okay? But we don't know the what and the where. Well, we know the where, we don't know the when, and we don't know the why. So, like writing a story, we have to put all of our pieces onto a chessboard and move each piece into the proper order. So, that's the issue. So, when I was re-looking at Legal Mindset's video about the ABC pizza incident, when there were a few things that threw me off. So, first off, we knew that Moxie and them all were over at the ABC Pizzeria. Okay, we knew that part. But the question is, how with Soul and stuff like that being big and popular, how did first off, how did Ramsey, Gino, and Hank all knew that Moxie was there to begin with? Okay, now like solving a murder mystery, we got to work out our basis here. So we know Moxie was at the pizzeria. That was the main thing. Then of course later we know they're joined by Xena and Maria. But it's kind of odd though. I mean, Seoul, South Korea is a big place from what I gathered map wise, like because I watched Legal Mindset and he explained like Ramsey Khalid Ismail's crimes. He mapped them out. He did all this stuff. The only thing that bugs me is how would he know where specific streamers are? I mean, I know like for example, we knew how he found Simply Homeless and Nana when they were both together. Basically, he stream sniped Simply Homeless and Nana. Okay, we know he stream sniped them, and we know he stream sniped other people because, of course, he wants to do it for the buddy, for the clout. Because we all know what he is. He's a mongrel who basically does crap for money. But that just does that. This is just the next part that's bugging me. And like a murder mystery, it's just all the pieces are in place, but it just to me it doesn't add up. Like for example, he had to have some kind of connection to be able to track Moxie easy. And that's what I'm thinking how Gino and Hank along with him found exactly where Moxie was. And I do know about stream sniping. And if you guys know stream sniping, it's basically when someone uses like any location you're in front of. So like the best way I could say it is think of this like an anime. Okay, now I'm not going to say a specific anime, but let's say hypothetically I was standing right in front of a shrine. Okay, it's one of those shrines that has the big church bell or big bells where if you throw a coin, you ring the bell to make a wish. I think that's like what Japanese New Year, Chinese New Year, one of the two. But basically, you throw a coin in the whale, and then you shake and you ring the bell. Basically, okay. If anybody knew the exact location or knew exactly where it would be, then yeah, you could easily pick up 1, 2, and 3. But it's just if you have a plethora of the same location or any franchises of the same location, then technically it shouldn't be easy to track because that's like completely finding a needle in a haystack. So that's one thing that's been bugging me. I don't understand why it's been bugging me like that. But I don't know. I just don't know. Second thing, guys. I will try to do a retry on the video, so that way, like, if I ever find time and try to get stuff working, I will see about redoing the blast from the past with the pest with the threats video. But as I said, guys, I'm gonna have to do exactly what I can to take care of the to take care of the sorry oh, to take care of the threat situation, or not the threat situation. I can't even speak right. To take care of the copyright. So I just got to take care of the copyright, and then I'll try to do another one. But like I said, it just keeps coming up in my studio where it keeps repeating, and when I dismiss it, I'll leave the studio. But when I come back, because it was deleted, it'll still pop back up. So if it pops back up, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get in contact with the copyright content, the content people, the people that own the content, and basically explain to them that I deleted the video because I was trying to watch it. For the record, I was in the shot. If you couldn't see me, or the system or the algorithm or pretty much anything was jacked up, I basically was in the shot watching the video, reacting to it, and basically doing going like that. And I'd appreciate it if you could find some way to cancel or delete the or whatever, because the system is pretty much buggy. Okay, now again, this is where I'm going to kick YouTube's tools in the teeth a little bit. So, like, if you have one or two things and there's one or two copyright claims, like music or anything like that, then it's like, okay, we can edit this song out. But, like, if you have three separate clips, because, guys, at the time I was watching the Ramsey Khalid Ismail video when he was um, basically when it was the whole statue debacle where he was in Itaewon and Seoul, and he was acting like he was boy, I don't know how to explain this one, but basically he was in front of the Statue of Peace, which was depicted as a 15-year-old girl. He was in front of the statue and he was doing inappropriate stuff to it. Okay? He was doing inappropriate stuff to it, and and basically I was showing that to show the US citizens, hey, if this was a statue of someone of great importance to us, or if he was at so like say if you were a baseball fan and there was a statue of Babe Ruth, or say you was a anime fan and there was a statue of a female anime character, or you know just follow those examples for a minute. If he were to do something to look like he was desecrating it, or making it look, or doing something inappropriate, then yeah, you would have a lot of people PO'd that it would be a Salem, Massachusetts witch hunt. So yes, in my perspective, before I got the copyright claim and before I deleted the video, I had five in one video, four of them which were musics, which I will say he had poor taste in musics. And if I had to depict a Hell of a Boss song for him, I forget which one it is, but it's if you guys ever watched the Hell of a Boss, it was the one when let me think. What crap, I forget which episode it was. I can describe it, but I don't know if you guys might know it. If you know it, comment down below. But it's the one, but I think it was called like X's and it was either called X's and O's or X's and term for a gardening tool. I forget which one it was, But basically, what happens is, um, it was supposed to be an arranged marriage kind of deal, and basically, it was supposed to be, yeah, it's supposed to be something like that. Basically, the arranged quote unquote husband of the other guy got his butt whooped, and he basically had something shoved down his throat with a javelin. Funny as heck, I'll give him that, but still. But beside the point. Um, but yeah, basically, that's how I see the situation here. But like I said, guys, I know stream sniping is possible, but there's got to be more to it than that. I know I'm jumping the gun here. I don't know if it's my brain rambling like writing a book or nothing. But what I do know, guys, is that how Ramsey found Moxie and the disrespect Gino gave Moxie by throwing soju in her face. Honestly, like I said, I know I said it in my old video, but I'm going to say it again. If this was Yellowstone rules or bar fight rules, you guys know what exactly would happen. Because I could just paint it. Because to be fair, I can paint a mental image of exactly what happened. Okay, and I'll say it, and you guys say it. I'll say it, and you guys just follow along what I'm saying. So, say you're sitting at a bar, all right? Everything's fine, music's going, people riding mechanical bulls, stuff like that. You're taking a couple shots. In comes some females not causing any trouble. Then you have Ramsey, Hank, and Gino coming into the bar. Now they come in, they start announcing that things are not friendly, things are not friendly. People are going to be keeping their guard up. Now, like I said, with some bars, people will carry weapons for self-defense, like brass knuckles, pistols, guns, anything to keep secure of the peace. Now, say Moxie was doing her thing, drinking, and say she didn't have a soju, say she had something else. Well, she tries to offer the liquor, try to be nice, and she jumps up, splashes the guy in the face because the guy was being rude because he's saying we're not friendly, we're not friendly. Now, if Gino were to throw a drink in her face and she tried to walk away and he drunkenly kept telling her, you owe me money, you owe me money, what now in this scenario, what do you guys think would happen? A bar patriot would go over to Gino and politely say, look, we're asking you to leave. We don't want your kind in here. If you're going to cause a lady trouble, we want you out. And if Gino were to talk big, puff up his chest like he was a puffin, and he was pretty much in there telling him, what you going to do? What you going to do? Now, we all know what was going to happen. Without thinking twice, here's what would happen. Guy in the bar that's standing up for the lady would jack his jaw, break this whole low entire half to the point his jaw is like. Then, if Gino stood up to fight, pretty much the guy would grip his arm, twisting it to the point the bone broke, and pop it out of place. Okay, now this is a mental depiction. But then after that, if Gino was still trying to pick a fight, talk big game like he was strong and not as small as a chihuahua, the guy would grip him by his jacket, lift him overhead, and throw him right out the bar window. And then the next part we know what happened is he would face Hank and Johnny. And if Hank thought, oh, hey, I'm going to legal my way out, sue him for money. Yeah, here's a good question. If Hank got his butt kicked, broken jaw, pretty much bit his tongue hard enough that he basically was a mute, then how would you sue him for money if you can't talk? You got to think about that situation. Because think about it, you bit half your tongue off, you'll basically be a mute. Because without half your tongue, you'd have to retrain yourself and force yourself to talk. And I don't think you would have time to train yourself to re-talk. You know what I'm saying? So what would be the next option? After Gino got hurt, Ramsey and Johnny will think, oh crap, we need to get the heck out of here, whether they're intoxicated or not. They go to leave, but then the police will be called. Then, when the police are called, they'll come back in. They'll question the bartender. They'll question for one of the guys who beat up Gino. But once the guy states to the officer, and I quote, the guy threw a drink in the lady's face after she threw a drink in his face. So if he would have let go of the bottle or the glass or whatever, if it would have hit her right in the glasses, then 10 to 1 it could have broken her glasses. Sorry about that, guys. Taking care of that. So then let's look at another perspective. Okay? So once once all of them are arrested, everyone in the bar, if the bar had like security footage, stuff like that, we all know what would happen. All three of them would probably be in Guantanamo. Well, not Guantanamo Bay. That's on the other side of the world. But they would be in jail. And let's put it this way: if they thought they would want to be part of the Yellowstone, they would be branded all right. It wouldn't be in a good way either. It'd be more in the category. But although, guys, besides my little mental thinking through, um, my curiosity on what I was thinking earlier about the ABC Pizza incident. If you guys watched up to that point, let me know what you think because part of me just doesn't see facts that doesn't add up. While granted, I know there are stream snipers, and I granted there are things I know that he could have tracked them easily. It something doesn't add up in the play. It's like if you have a good hand in Yu-Gi-Oh, you know the move you're gonna make, but you have to double check your plan and double check the play. So that's pretty much all I'm gonna say, guys. But I may get into some gaming. I might do a couple hours of gaming sessions after I get me a bit of a wake up call because, like I said, I was passed out. Um, Also, guys, I might be doing a reaction video because I just found out some news about the OG DoorDash girl. Now, you guys are gonna be surprised about this, but it was Olivia. The first DoorDash girl was Olivia Henderson. Now, if you guys remember that fact, I just watched some facts recently about it. I may do a reaction video to it. I haven't really thought about it, but like I said, though, I'm gonna try to see if this. I'm gonna give it a couple days to see if this whole thing on my studio thingamabobber will fade. If it doesn't fade, I will probably email the company and just explain the whole situation. So I just gotta take it one step at a time. Plus, I know people around YouTube, so it's like the minute we get a little bit of facts and brudations, then it's like we can hashtag figure it out. But anyhow, guys, I gotta way, guys. I'm gonna get off here, get me a drink, get my head round up, and then I might get into a game. What game I might get into? I haven't thought about it. I may get on some Fortnite. I may get on some DBD. I may get on something, create something. And also, guys, I don't know if y'all have been keeping up with it yet, but apparently the PS4 is slowly shutting down. So if you're gonna play PS4 games and you have the discs, y'all are gonna have to get a PS5, and you're gonna have to get some supplies. I'll probably list it at some point if I know the theory works. because I'm gonna have to make an order. If you guys want to find out what it is, I will let you guys know in the long run. But for now, guys, if you guys like the content, be sure to like, subscribe, and favorite. Comment down below. Turn on notification bell so anytime I go live, you get the ring a ding ding. Know I'm in the bling. If you guys are from the other side of the world, have a good morning, good evening, good night. If you're from the other side of the world, reverse of reverse. If you're from the good old USA, have a good night, to a good morning, to a good day. Bach Direct signing out. Catch you guys on the flip side. And I will see you guys as soon as possible. I will see you guys if you guys are not sticking around for the gaming sesh. If you're sticking around for the gaming sesh, after I get a drink, I might play some Fortnite, some DBD, or some Darkest Dungeons. I haven't really thought about it yet, but I'd like to get back into it. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. If not, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.